Your message matters. You've read books, you've went to conferences, you've done trainings, taken courses, and let's be real, you've probably done a lot of trial and error trying to figure out how to do what it is that you're doing, right? And because of that, you need to start to see yourself as an expert and authority. That is what's qualifying you because you are ahead of others who have not been through what you've been through and dedicated the time that you've dedicated. So that in itself, I want you to start realizing you are the expert, you are the authority within your space because of what you're doing. But here's the thing, the challenge is after a while, you can only grow so much pouring into yourself. You can keep reading books, you can keep taking courses, keep doing training, but in order to get real fulfillment and start to reach what maximum impact you can with your core purpose and your business, you've got to reach back and help others. You got to be like, guys, let's go this way together, come on, right? That's whenever you start to actually maximize your impact with your industry and within your niche, because true fulfillment, listen to me on this, true fulfillment comes from your contribution versus your consumption, right? But to become a leader and authority, at first we're consuming because we need to grow. But after a while, you have to look back and go, how do I contribute? How do I give back? You need to give back to make the impact. You follow me on that? Because here's the cool thing, your core message and skills literally have the ability to change people's lives. Okay, you need to start thinking about what type of impact you can actually do for people within their lives, because you're not selling a product or a service, you're selling an outcome, right? What's the outcome that you can give people? Okay, those outcomes are what change people's lives for the greater good. Because when someone gets the right message at the right time, I can attest personally, it's priceless when they get the right message. I myself, before I was released from prison, yes, I went to prison 19 years ago. There was an inmate there who, a lot older than me, I was 19, he was probably 40 or 50, but when I was leaving, he gave me a message that impacted my life greatly. He taught me about something called the 15-minute rule. And what that was usually, let's just be real, if you're in prison, you probably are running around with what some might call a dangerous crowd, right? And going back, once you're released, you're going back in those environments. How do you keep yourself from repeating the same mistakes you've made in the past? And he said, yo, dude, 15-minute rule, here's what it is. 15 minutes is enough time to catch up with someone. It's enough time to, catch up with your friends, but it's not enough time to get into a car with them and go somewhere and put yourself in a situation that might be detrimental to you. Because if you're trying to stay out from doing something you did before, you have to kind of avoid the things you did before to stay out of it. You follow me on that? And I actually applied that practice whenever I went back and was free. And over time, what happened was I didn't disrespect my friends. I didn't push them off or away. I just had to slowly start to pivot my way away from them based on the 15-minute rule. Happy to see them. We've had a lot of fun times and memories of things we did together, but if I kept doing the same things, I was going to get the same results. And so that 15-minute rule, which was information, right? That was priceless to my life and the impact that it's made for me. And you have the same power and ability within your message, is delivered at the right time. It's a priceless effect that you can have on people's lives. You could save relationships, repair families, help people get out of debt, help businesses get explosive growth that were maybe headed towards bankruptcy. The sky is literally the limit on what it is that you can do with the information you have available to you. But here's the thing. This can only occur if you know how to deliver that message in a way that gets people to actually take action on it. It's not just having information, it's figuring out how to deliver it in such a way where people are like, I can do that, let's do this. Or they're ready to move forward with it, right? And so with that, you have to realize you're not here to serve everyone. You need to find your niche and find your audience, but you're not here to serve everybody that's out there. You're here to find your select tribe, if you will. There's a certain group based on what it is that you do. Those are the ones you're looking for. There's Marley Jackson, one of her trainings, she was talking about how the lifeguard, if there's a sinking ship and there's a bunch of people in the water, who do you save first? Because they only go down one at a time, right? Pick the people that swim towards you first. Who are swimming towards you? It's not that you won't try to save everyone, but you're wasting your time trying to get people who aren't already naturally going to be coming towards what it is you do. So start thinking about that as you go, what is the information I have? What space am I going to be the authority in? And who are the people that are looking for what it is I have to offer? And those are the ones that you're going to want to try to save. For me, in my example, I was going home from prison and that guy was saving me with information that was going to help me keep from coming back, right? Very impactful, very powerful. So here in this training, what we're going to be doing is really going down to helping you figure out how to find your voice and get that confidence you need, right? That structure, right? The confidence to lead others, right? But also how to build a mass movement of people whose lives you can affect for the greater good. I don't know if you're catching that undertone here, but what I'm trying to explain is don't chase the dollar, chase the outcome. What's the outcome that I'm going to be delivering to people that's going to be impactful for them? Because the dollars will come after that. But also figuring out how are we going to be turning your calling into an actual career, right? We want to turn your passions into a profession. You'll never work a day in your life, but a lot of people say when you get to do what you're passionate about, what you're naturally excited about, then work isn't necessarily work anymore. It's fulfilling when you're contributing to others versus consuming, right? So just remember your message matters, and you're here to be prepared so that when your finest moment taps you on the shoulder, you're ready to shine bright for others. Because what a disservice would it be when you have this moment and this opportunity where you get tapped and you haven't put in the work. But the fact that you're here shows that you are putting in the work, so that way you can shine and make that moment your moment. You're gonna be able to own it. But remember, we're not tracing the dollar. What we're doing is chasing an outcome, and the dollar is going to be a byproduct of that. Zig Ziglar famously would say that you're going to get what you want when you help enough people get what they want, right? So start thinking, what is it that I can do for others that as a byproduct, I will get what I want out of the deal? Is that fair enough? I mean, we're all about, as an authority figure and as a leader, you're giving back, you're showing people a way, and that's what we're going to do in this.